Hello, friends, and welcome to another Origins of Expressions. Today, we'll be going over the phrases social butterfly, fly on the wall, ants in your pants. What do they all have in common? They're all phrases and idioms around insects. Let's get right to work and start this video. The insect. Those little bugs that we either find beautiful or gross. They're an important piece of our lives. They help clean the world that we live in and pollinate flowers that we adore. They're such an important part of the Earth's ecosystem that it's no surprise that we have created phrases in our language around the insects that we see all the time. Let's not waste any time and flutter into our first phrase. Social butterfly. Social butterfly is a person who is social or friendly with everyone, flittering from person to person, the way a butterfly might from flower to flower. Well, aren't they a social butterfly? This phrase started out much different than how we use it today. The 1837 quote states, "He has too much goodness of heart to engage in the breaking of social butterflies upon the wheel of ridicule." The quote appears to be making reference to a famous saying by Alexander Pope, who breaks a butterfly upon a wheel. Founded in the 1735 satirical poem Epstein to Dr. Arbuthnot, Pope's reference to breaking a butterfly on a wheel alludes to the medieval practice of torturing people on a breaking wheel. Breaking a butterfly on a wheel would then be equivalent to an action that is so harsh or disproportionate that it becomes absurd. Back in the 1700s, social butterflies were considered harmless people of little consequence who deserved no more punishment than to be ridiculed. Over time, it appears that the social butterfly has lost some of its negative meanings as a figure of ridicule, and it has gradually acquired more positive references to refer to a person who is friendly and sociable. Today, we still use social butterfly to express that a person likes to mingle at events, the life of the party. An example sentence is, "Tom has always been something of a social butterfly, so we have never really worried about him making friends or finding his way in the world." Well, let's let him continue making new friends as we move on to our next phrase. Fly on the wall. Fly on the wall means to be in a position of being able to freely observe a situation without being noticed. Ooh, if I were a fly on that wall. So, have you ever seen a conversation happening in a glass room, but the doors are closed and it seems really intense, and you wish you could be in there to hear what's being said? That's what people mean when they say, "I want to be a fly on the wall." No one ever notices the fly or feels that the fly is a threat, so they keep on talking. This is an American phrase that originated in the 1920s. The first citation is from the Oakland Tribune in 1921. It reads, "I would just love to be a fly on the wall when the right man comes along." Today, the term fly on the wall has been associated with real-life documentaries called fly on the wall documentaries. It's a filmmaking technique in which events are merely observed and presented realistically with minimal interference, rather than being acted out under direction. Reality TV shows fall under this category. Today, the phrase fly on the wall still means the same thing, that we want to observe a situation without getting in the way, or to not be noticed at all. An example sentence is, "I'd love to be a fly on the wall when the committee is discussing the report I wrote." Well, let's leave them alone while they review the report, and we can just move right into our next phrase. Ants in your pants. Ants in your pants means to be extremely restless, not able to keep still, uneasy about something. Ugh, looks like you got ants in your pants. The term has been around for a while, probably coming from the word antsy, which means restless or impatient in the American English Dictionary from 1838. The phrase to have ants in one's pants means to be nervous and fidgety. It was written in 1934 in the Dictionary of Clichés by James Rogers, where it is said that Hugh S. Johnson, the colorful former Army general, was known to say it and made it popular. Today, we still use the saying, "You got ants in your pants." as a way to tell somebody that they're being fidgety or restless, and it is noticeable. An example sentence is, she was very excited to be going to the party that night and had ants in her pants all day. Well, let's let her enjoy her night as we move on. Ooh, fun fact! Did you know that there are more than 12,000 species of ants all over the world? Yep, that's right. That is a lot of ant colonies. Each ant colony consists of different kinds of ants: the queen, the female worker, the soldier, and the males. The queen and the males have wings, while the workers don't have wings. Queens lose their wings once they start a new nest and have no need for the wings anymore. The queen is the only ant that can lay eggs, and the male ant's job is to mate with the future queen ants, and they do not live very long afterwards. Once the queen grows to adulthood, she spends the rest of her life laying eggs. Depending on the species, a colony may have one queen or many queens. If the colony only has one queen and she dies, though, the colony can only survive a few months. Queens are rarely replaced, and the workers are not able to reproduce. Well, that's the information I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning about the origins of our idioms and phrases. I would love to have you subscribe if you did. You don't have to be a fly on the wall to watch this station. Instead, you could just subscribe to the channel. Get notified when a new video comes out. It's quick and easy, and I would really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, quick question before you go. Do you know any phrases or idioms around insects? Maybe you know other idioms or phrases on an entirely different subject. I would love to see them. Leave them in the comments below. And if I use one of the phrases, I'll give you a shout out. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. I really do appreciate your support. Until next time, bye.